Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So I have some new regrets to share with you guys, but these aren't Trump voters. So over on Reddit, someone had asked how people are feeling who didn't vote in the 2024 election. Now, honestly, most of these comments were kind of snarky in the comment section, kind of immature, saying, "Oh, we're so proud. I feel great for sitting out the election," or "I feel good about voting for Donald Trump," blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of people, though, who genuinely feel remorseful. So these are the posts that I'm going to share with you, the ones who actually get it and feel bad. And this was a while back, I should say. So there may be some change of heart, now that things are biting them in the butt. But anyway, um, the other people can just go to hell if they still don't regret it. So one person said, quote, "Honestly, I felt too uneducated on things. I definitely should have voted, and this election opened my eyes." Another person simply responded with, quote, "I feel stupid." Another user commented, quote, "I didn't vote for president. I have a hard time with the whole lesser of two evils. However, now I feel like absolute shit and regret that decision more than ever. I've made a promise to myself to never let that happen again." Well, at least they're learning, right? The next person posted a very lengthy comment. So I'm just going to give you the highlights and cut it down so you can read it more easily. So they wrote that they're mostly politically neutral and dislike the Electoral College and the divide in the country, but, quote, "This is the first time I feel that this axis has been shifted to the point where it no longer feels like rebelling against a system designed to divide a nation is the top priority. I now feel an extreme level of guilt, and my fears about the fate of our economy is at the bottom of the list. The thing I'm most worried about now is the safety of anyone, everyone of ethnic or racial diversity in the United States. As a white male, with what I consider are a good set of objective moral beliefs, devoid of any religious or political biases, I feel like I have failed so many people. I wish there were some way I could publicly apologize to all of the millions of people whose lives have been ruined or have been or will be ruined in the coming months/years. I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach because I know I made the wrong choice this time by not voting." So, if you ever see this guy who did not vote and feels so sick to your stomach, would be happy to have you on. You can at least apologize to my viewers. the, you know, you'll at least reach some people. The next person wrote, quote, "My son-in-law, who was born in South America, called me crying yesterday. He was pulled over by police 3 times in one day to check his license and registration. He lives in the Tampa area. He voted for Trump in 2016, sat out for 2024 elections. He's a good guy, going to law school and works as a case manager at a law firm. No criminal record. He's completely confused about why all of a sudden he's being treated this way. We had a good talk, and at the end, I said, 'Welcome to being liberal. We care about you.'" So she didn't obviously sit out the election, but he did, and now he's regretting it. Another person said that they didn't vote due to depression and feeling like nothing mattered at that time, but then they went on to say, quote, "Well, as it turns out, it did matter, and things absolutely can get worse. And now, when I see what is happening, I feel worse than before when I chose to avoid it. Now I feel like I can't avoid it. This world and America feels insane, and it burns me out, or excuse me, it bums me out that so many people can't see that. I absolutely regret not voting and doing my part." Another Reddit user responded to the question with, quote, I regret it. It was because I didn't feel as if there was actually a choice to be made. I see now how stupid I was. This year has marked the beginning of my political awareness and hopefully my involvement. I mean, we hope that that happened after 2016, but I'll take the new converts. The next person wrote that they have, quote, nothing but regret. And, quote, my decision to abstain is currently one of the biggest regrets. But they said that after Biden dropped out, they didn't feel that they had enough information about Harris to make a responsible choice. And then they ended it with, quote, but I fear it was less responsible of me to not vote against Trump based on principle, which I wish I could have realized sooner. I am truly sorry that I did not vote. And then someone else replied with, quote, I live in Indiana and honestly felt that my vote didn't matter. That being said, I regret it and feel like I was part of the problem. It won't ever happen again, but that doesn't really ease the sneaking suspicion that I was a whole piece of shit for being so apathetic towards something that really mattered. Yeah, live and learn. So someone else replied to the question with, quote, I didn't necessarily abstain, but procrastinated voting until it was too late. I am extremely disappointed in myself for procrastinating something so extremely important, and I am reminded of it every single time I see a new update on what he is doing. One other woman commented, quote, my husband didn't vote. He wishes he did. 100% regrets that decision. Don't know why she didn't tell him and make him vote. Anyway, another person said that they live in a deep red state and they have a difficult time with mail for some reason, like receiving mail, sending mail, something about their living situation. And then they added an edit to their comment and they said, quote, as for how I feel, horrified. I'd flee the country now if I could afford to. This next person said, quote, I am feeling like an asshole. I actually didn't deliberately abstain. I just waited until the actual day. Then I had to work late and couldn't get to the polls on time. From now on, it's early voting all the way. Another Reddit user posted a very long explanation for why they forgot to check their mail. And then they ended the post with, quote, and yes, I do regret not voting because Trump is a million times worse than I anticipated. Keep in mind, these were like from a month ago. So it's gotten even worse since then. So I'm sure these people are reeling at this point. Another woman said that she was dealing with a domestic violence situation, also mental health issues, the hurricane, and 2 deaths in the family, all while taking care of her kids. So, I mean, we can really understand why this woman didn't get in her vote. But she said in the end, quote, I deeply, deeply regret not making the time to go. I mean, if there's ever anybody that we can give a pass to, it's someone like that. Another person simply responded with one word, regret. And then another person explained that they didn't plan ahead adequately. And they said, quote, I silenced myself. I will not make that mistake again. And another Reddit user wrote, quote, I was scared to because of my family. My family is very conservative and I don't agree with their values. I know voter info is confidential, but they would have found out. I regret not sticking up to them and I'm sorry. Would love to speak with that person and see if their family members have had any second thoughts. Another Reddit user said that they moved to another state and they weren't aware of their voter registration deadline in the new state, but, quote, it's my fault, but I still feel guilty about it, or still feel really guilty about it. Another user cited mental health issues also and posted, quote, I have indeed fucked up. Shame on me. I will do better. I promise. This next person said that they've thought Republicans and Democrats were two sides of the same coin, but they said that they now feel quote unquote terrible and quote, apparently I was wrong. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Maybe I trusted the checks and balances too much. I'm not sure. I do know this is way worse than I ever imagined. And if I had known better, I'd have done a lot different. If there's another opportunity, I will 100% be voting. Another person went on a long rant about how Harris would have only delayed a Trump presidency by 4 years. But then, I mean, if the guy's even alive. And then they said that they put their absentee ballot in a drawer and then forgot about it. But they said, quote, I'm still pissed I was wrong and never mailed in my completed ballot. This next person wrote, quote, I definitely wish I did. I moved out and got my own place recently. Honestly, I just got super caught up with moving and that I didn't really have the time to focus on politics. I regret not voting. It might not have changed anything, but it would feel better knowing I at least tried to do something. Then I found this last one on a Reddit page talking about federal workers being fired by Trump. And this person wrote, quote, I am seeking a Fed position and didn't vote, and I regret it. I was busy that day, but that's by no means an excuse. I feel like I've betrayed my country and Constitution by not doing my duty. Sad face emoji. So, yeah, a lot of regrets for a lot of reasons, but yeah, these were unique in that people are realizing, like, yeah, I like really should have gotten my ass to the polls or figured it out. And I mean, come on, guys, early voting and mail-in ballots are so widespread now. It is so easy in so many states that you don't even have to leave the house. You literally just have to stick it in the mail. They even put the postage on it for you. So there's really no excuse. Like I said, that one woman, yeah, domestic violence, dealing with children, mental health, deaths in the family, the hurricane. Yeah, she's about the only one that gets a pass. So, anyway, I will let you know if I hear any more of these types of regrets. I appreciate you guys watching and listening. Thank you so much. Love you all. Please like this video, share it with others, give them a little boost of happiness. Become a subscriber. It is a free way for you to help the show. Literally costs you nothing. Just click the subscribe button down below the video. Hit the notification bells, and you'll get notified of all my videos like this. And if you can donate, really appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.